Hey there, are you interested in building better habits and making positive changes in your life? If so, I've got something that might just be right up your alley. Check out this quick and easy to digest book summary of Atomic Habits, the ultimate guide to developing and maintaining good habits. In just 10 main parts, you'll learn everything you need to know to start transforming your life for the better. Let's dive in. Part 1. Good habits can yield significant results over time, similar to how compound interest grows money. Both positive and negative habits can build up. Positive habits can boost productivity, knowledge, and relationships, while negative habits can lead to stress, pessimism, and anger. Even small improvements in productivity can have a big impact over time. Automating tasks frees up your brain for more critical thinking. There are many ways to build positive habits, such as reading to broaden your perspectives or being kind to strengthen relationships. On the other hand, negative habits can also accumulate over time. Small stressors can eventually lead to serious health problems. Similarly, negative thoughts can build up and shape your reality negatively. Your perception of yourself and others is crucial. Outrage can also build up from small incidents and explode into significant conflicts. We often blame a single event, but it's usually an accumulation of issues. Small changes might seem trivial, but they add up until they reach a critical point, known as the plateau of latent potential. Patience is key to achieving desired results. An interesting fact from James Clear: improving or regressing by 1% daily can make you 37 times better or worse over a year. Part 2. Breaking bad habits is tough, and forming good ones can be even harder. But there's a trick to it. Instead of focusing on the distant goal, concentrate on establishing a solid system that guides you towards that goal. Goals are the destination, while systems are the roadmap. Anyone can set goals, but those who succeed have a good strategy to reach them. Goals are temporary, and focusing solely on them can lead to recurring problems. Sustainable change comes from creating the right process and automating it. Achieving goals brings temporary joy, but a system-first mindset lets you enjoy every step towards the goal. If you enjoy the process, you're more likely to repeat it. A system-first approach provides flexibility in achieving your goals, allowing for detours if needed. It ensures that you stay on track even when life throws curveballs. Without a sustainable system, old habits can creep back in once you achieve your goal. For example, if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, you might revert to old habits after reaching it if you haven't established a system to maintain your weight. The goal isn't just to win once, but to become a champion. Small habits, like atoms, combine to form powerful systems, creating true champions. Part 3. Transforming your identity is more vital than focusing solely on your goal, as it leads to lasting change. We often find it hard to change our habits because we either focus on the wrong things or try to change in the wrong ways. Behavior change has 3 layers: outcome, the result; process, the actions; and identity, your beliefs. The difficulty in creating lasting habits is deciding which layer to change first. Your beliefs should be the first thing to change. Your identity, or who you are, is more important than what you do. If a habit fits with your identity, it's likely to last. Think about who you want to be and what actions that person would take. Behavior often reflects identity. Cognitive slumber means accepting societal norms without questioning them. You can change by recognizing and challenging the narratives you've been following. For example, if you've always thought you're bad at math, changing this belief can create a new reality. Your beliefs are formed throughout your life, mainly influenced by your environment, including parents, school, friends, and media. These influences can be either positive or negative. As an adult, you can consciously examine and change these beliefs, keeping only those that benefit you. Part 4. The concept of identity-based habits involves understanding the relationship between your habits and your identity. It's crucial to focus more on shaping your identity rather than just chasing goals. When your actions are guided by your values, the results will naturally match your beliefs. If a habit brings you joy, incorporate it into your daily routine. But if a habit or its outcome causes discomfort, you'll likely steer clear of it. The brain creates habits because they are satisfying and help conserve energy. By making essential tasks in life automatic, you free up mental space. This extra capacity for thinking can boost creativity, enabling the creation of more comprehensive and substantial plans and ideas. Part 5. Identity-based habits focus on the interplay between habits and identity. It's crucial to prioritize your identity over the outcomes of your goals. When your actions align with your values, the results will naturally match your beliefs. If a habit brings you joy, include it in your daily routine. However, if a habit or its result causes distress, you're likely to avoid it. The brain automates habits because they are satisfying and help save energy. By making important tasks in life automatic, you free up mental space. This additional thinking capacity can enhance creativity, allowing for the development of more impactful plans and ideas. Part 6. The habit loop explains that habits form through a four-step process: cue, craving, response, and reward. A cue is a trigger that prompts your brain to start a behavior. This trigger then creates a craving for the behavior. Until you respond to this craving, you'll feel unsettled. Responding to the craving earns you a reward. When you repeatedly earn this reward, you form a habit loop. For a habit to form, all four stages, cue, craving, response, and reward, must be present. These stages can be divided into two phases: the problem phase, cue and craving, and the solution phase, response and reward. Part 7. Becoming aware of your habits is crucial because change starts with awareness. Your brain can learn to automate good habits, just like it does with bodily functions. With time, these habits become automatic without needing a cue. Awareness is the first step in changing behavior. For instance, the pointing and calling strategy used in the Japanese railway system reduces errors by making unconscious actions conscious. Keeping a habit scorecard, listing your daily habits as good, neutral, or bad is another key step in behavior change. When starting to change habits, take your time and observe the outcomes of your actions. The pointing and calling strategy can reduce mistakes by up to 85% and accidents by 30%. Part 8. Implementation intention and habit stacking are effective strategies for establishing and maintaining desired habits. Implementation intention is a strategy where you state when and where you'll do a certain activity. This strategy uses time and location as prompts for actions. Habit stacking is linking routines together. For example, you could read the news while drinking your morning coffee. This strategy builds a chain of routines based on your existing habits, making it less overwhelming than starting a new habit from scratch. The success of habit stacking depends on the initial cue that starts the chain. Your environment can subtly affect your behavior. Kurt Lewin suggested that behavior is a function of a person and their environment. Being aware of this can help you resist environmental influences that conflict with your identity. Economist Stern Hawkins found that this principle also applies to advertising. Seeing a product for the first time can create a perceived need for it, a phenomenon he called suggestion impulse buying. Part 9. Every creature perceives the world uniquely and prefers immediate rewards. Humans mostly perceive the world through their senses, with sight being the strongest. You can arrange your environment to help you see what you want. Strategies that encourage bad habits can be used to promote good ones. Habits are more likely to form with multiple triggers in your environment. People with high self-control tend to design their lives to avoid temptations. Adjust your surroundings to achieve your desired results. Relying on willpower to resist daily temptations can lead to failure. Optimize your environment, including your online space, to save your willpower for when you really need it. We naturally repeat activities that bring us joy. The brain enjoys immediate rewards. An accountability partner can help enforce penalties for habits you're trying to break. We naturally seek approval from others, which can help maintain social connections. It's easier to progress when the habit you're trying to form aligns with your values and doesn't involve unfamiliar actions. We often lose interest in routine tasks. Satisfaction comes from overcoming challenges. Deliberate practice helps stay engaged and identify errors that routine might miss. For example, someone who has learned to drive might struggle to identify areas to improve over time. However, being intentional can help maintain awareness and identify potential blind spots. Mastery can be achieved through habits and deliberate actions. Part 10. The brain reacts instantly to appealing opportunities. When a craving starts, dopamine levels change, playing a key role in forming habits. Addictive substances release lots of dopamine, making them hard to quit. Everyday activities like drinking water, having sex, and eating also release dopamine. The anticipation of a reward drives actions more than the reward itself. Temptation bundling, or pairing something you enjoy with a desired behavior, makes it more attractive. This follows Premack's principle, suggesting more likely behaviors can encourage less likely ones. Our desire to fit into a group can lead us to adopt behaviors the group approves of. Group behavior often influences individual behavior, so it's important to be aware of this and surround yourself with positive influences. When forming a habit, repeated practice is more effective than detailed planning. Do a little bit at a time and remove obstacles to make it easier. Use the 2-minute rule. A new habit should take no more than 2 minutes. Once mastered, the time can be increased. For habits you want to quit, make the practice hard and limit exposure to cues, helping you eventually eliminate them. In conclusion, habits change when you commit to improving by 1% each day over a long period. These small improvements, like atoms, accumulate to form a significant whole. Therefore, focus on creating systems that allow these small improvements to stack up. Concentrating on systems ensures you continue to improve even after reaching specific goals or milestones. Thanks for watching. I hope this summary has inspired you and given you some valuable insights. Don't forget to subscribe to the Bookshelf channel to keep exploring and expanding your knowledge.